Welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast. I am Emilio, and with me I have
Nick, aka Iron Man 1993, on the YouTubes and the Twitter. Hooray!
We're back. School's over. It's the summer. It's hot as hell, and I'm sweating like nobody's business.
Yep, because of temperature.
I really don't know much what to talk about this podcast.
I have something we can talk about.
What do we got?
Constantine has been officially canceled
Shame.
from NBC.
Shame.
But they're still shopping the show around, so it could come back. You don't know. It could. What do you think?
So I heard rumors maybe trying to get CW to pick it up, so it can be part of that universe as well.
What?
Yep.
How? Why?
What do you mean? Why?
That seems so weird to do.
What, to put Constantine in the DC universe right there?
Yeah. Partly because I've not watched any of that. I haven't watched Arrow, I haven't watched Flash. I'm not going to watch that Legends of Tomorrow, whatever.
What a shame, because all those shows are really, especially Flash.
Look, I know that they look alright, but I mean, I missed the vote on Flash, and I figure I need to watch that first before I watch all this other stuff.
Yeah, Flash is like fucking amazing. And you can't really start Flash without really watching Arrow first.
Yeah.
Because he gets his powers during an Arrow's episode.
Oh.
Like,
okay, that's
great.
when,
like, in the Arrow episode, that's when he gets struck by the lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw that in that trailer for Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, so... And then there's some team-up stuff that you don't quite understand unless you're watching.
Yeah. I mean, I know who the characters are, and I watched the thing.
But, I mean, it's a really good show. I can't...
But I've also heard that Season 3 of Arrow is terrible.
Who'd you hear that from?
Reviews that I've been watching.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that terrible.
I haven't seen it, so I haven't been able to watch the end of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. either because of fucking... I've been away from the interwebs. But it's okay! We can talk about Gotham. We could do that.
I think we pretty much said everything about it.
Did you? I remember that I was very angry.
Well,
what did you think?
I don't know, I like it.
Why?
I mean, let me get this straight. There are certain things that I don't like about it. Like this whole that we're going to get a Joker backstory, which is something we don't need.
Yeah.
I do like the Riddler.
I don't.
I know you
what
don't.
The hell happened there, man?
I do like the Riddler. And it's funny, the things that you hate it for is the reasons I like it.
Why?
What, because he's losing his mind, he's battling with the
But he was already weird is the thing.
Yeah, but he's just a weird, geeky guy now.
Yeah, but you could tell there was something off about him. And then they went full crazy for whatever reason. It just didn't make any sense. I would have preferred it if there would have been, like, little riddles hidden throughout the season, and then you find out at the end it was him doing it the whole time.
Man, that's probably what they're gonna go for season 2, but
that's not gonna happen.
But you know, he's
they
just
ruined it. It's terrible.
He's just working for the police. That's all he was doing, and then
like
he lost it. The only thing that was keeping him somewhat sane was the girl.
Yeah, but he killed somebody for her, and
that's the moment of the snap.
There wasn't any snap. He was completely fine with that. The moment of the snap is when she figured it out. Oh, God, I hate that. How can you take the last episode seriously at all, man? I don't know what the fuck was going on. We're gonna protect this one guy for 75% of the episode, and then at the end have him say, "You know what? I don't think I want to do this anymore." Okay, fine. We'll let you leave. Fuck it. It was a waste of goddamn time.
It's okay, Nick.
I want it to be better, but it's not, and I don't know if I want to come back for season 2. All I know is that a lot of things really pissed me off.
It's okay, Nick. It's okay.
Bruce Wayne finds the Batcave? What? What's your take on that? Because I don't want him to go down there and find out that his dad was Batman the whole fucking time.
I don't think that's what it'll be. If that's what it turns out to be. That's some bullshit. Yes. Second of all, he does find the Batcave in the comics. You know, maybe this is just him finding it in a different way.
There's a mechanism in his house. Like, he didn't build it that way. It was in his fucking house.
Yeah, already to begin.
That's the problem that I have with it. It's not like a cave that he found next to his house and then he built a path into his house with.
True, but
like this was already a secret area. I'm assuming that when he goes down there, he's going to see computer surveillance for whatever the hell.
Hey, at least it ain't going to have bat stuff in there, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's probably going to have bats. I don't know. Selena Kyle joins that gang for a minute. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I didn't know what that one was about either. That was a little weird. But it was a thing. Yeah. I saw Poltergeist.
How was it?
That movie gave me the chills. Like, still, I still think it's good. I mean, even with the updated things, I'm like, even this new updated version, it's still good. The actors are all really well done. Just minor complaints, just very minor. Like, this kid, the youngest boy, the only boy actually, is like super scared of stuff and like freaky, and the parents know that this child is like deathly afraid of everything. He has to have a nightlight. So what do? They stick him in the creepiest damn part of the room, which is the attic. I'm like, okay, you know your child is deathly afraid of stuff, and you're gonna stick him in the most creepiest room of all. Genius.
He's not the main character. Have you seen the original?
Yeah, okay. I've seen the original. They kept a lot of the same stuff.
That's what I heard.
We got the creepy we got the creepy clown.
All the stuff that we saw in the trailer.
We got the tree that grabs the boy.
Oh, good. We got the tree. Did that look good?
Oh man,
I feel like it would look terrible because I heard that this movie was really CG heavy.
It was CG heavy. You could tell that the tree was definitely very CG, but with the darkness and everything also adding into it, it kind of still gave it a creepy vibe, even as he's hanging from the tree. They make a joke in the movie. They're like, oh yeah, there used to be a cemetery there, but they moved all the bodies. And it's like, well, at least they didn't build it on an Indian burial ground. I was like, ha, reference.
That's so odd, man.
So yeah,
I figured you could just make a sequel with a different family and it would have had the same effect.
The house was destroyed.
You didn't have to make... that doesn't mean that they can't build another one.
True, but nobody would buy it after that.
You don't know that.
But in the end, it was pretty good.
Okay.
The way they pronounce this movie, they're like, yes, it's Poltergeist, but we want to add some of our own touch into it.
But I heard that there wasn't enough touch, that it was essentially the same movie.
Yeah, it was essentially the same movie.
Tweaked.
The only thing about Poltergeist, the original one, I don't know if it's just because it's an old movie or what, but it has that kind of slow feel to it, build up, you know. Mm-hmm. Like the parents are having conversations with other families, but hardly this movie ever leaves this house. Hardly ever. It is constantly in this house.
Do they have that scene, by the way, at the end of the movie, like in the original?
Like which one?
Where the house gets sucked up into a ball and disappears.
Not sucked up into a ball, like the kind of like light beams down from heaven and hits the house and just like and then it just like disintegrates almost the entire house, and all that's left is like bricks and stuff and of the crumble left of it.
That's weird.
Because like the entire plot of this movie was that the girl poltergeists take the little girl she can help them move towards the light.
Yeah.
Alright?
Like it was in the first.
Right. And so as the light is represented, the freaking, like, literally the clouds open up in the heavens and just shoot down on this house. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. All right, we're doing this. I was like, okay.
Do you think they're going to make a sequel? Or do you think that they should? But there was a sequel to the original. There were two of them. I saw them. Not good.
I know, but I mean, it's just so good by itself. It doesn't need anything else. Especially,
Yeah, but do you think that they would, though?
If it makes at least half of what it did to make this movie, which, let's be honest, wasn't that much.
By the way, what do you feel about it coming out in the middle of summer? Because that's odd to me. Because this is a
It's a little this movie's a little this movie's going to be a little tougher to sell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just saying, like, you could have just put it in October, and hell, it could have taken the Paranormal Activity spot, and it wouldn't have been nearly as weird, I think.
Look, this movie does well. I mean, if it does at least makes half its money back, it'll get its sequel. It will. Yeah. I mean, because you know that's what they want to bake on. But you know, in the summer, they did have a lot to compete against it, and you got to remember this. Not a lot of the younger generation is gonna get this. I mean, like like me and your generation. Yeah, we're gonna know what the hell this fucking movie is. I mean, like our parents would not let us see this movie. Like my dad makes it a goal for me to see this movie.
Okay. This movie or the original?
The original.
Okay.
Because I've seen the original.
I have too, and it was a number of years ago, but I still remember it being kind of weird. Jello.
And I think the first original Poltergeist was even there before we were born.
Yeah.
So.
It's like 80s, that movie. Or
so, you know, it's got to appeal to the older generation while showing the new generation of what was creepy. And let's just face it, this movie was pretty creepy. It did still give me the chills at some points.
Okay.
The little girl does do the famous line, "They're here," but you know, it's not, "They're here." No, it's just like, "They're here." And I'm just like, no, accent the damn word.
Okay, was it better or worse than the Family Guy parody?
I don't know if you can compare those two, but
I'm just saying as faithful adaptations.
This one is like so faithful to the original.
Really?
So,
but they didn't even get the cadence right.
They just
like I said in Family Guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Did they have that scene, by the way, with the face?
With the tree?
No, the guy. He like goes in the bathroom and starts picking at his face, just ripping it off.
No, didn't have that.
Really?
No.
Why? That's the creepiest scene in that movie to me.
No.
Why would they cut that?
They did have something where like he just started bleeding out of his eyes and he was coughing up worms and ground and shit.
Oh.
And one other subtle change: the mom does not go into the closet to save the little girl.
Is it the dad?
No.
Okay. Who is it?
The little brother.
Why? Is it because of this whole face your fear stuff?
Yep. Because he felt bad because he went to the room when the tree was attacking, and he saw the closet opening up and the portal opening. He told her just to stay there while he ran downstairs. And then, of course, you know, the tree grabbed him. And so he felt bad. He thought he could save her. And so he went into the portal himself and got her out.
Okay. That's weird. I'll have to see it. See if it's actually any better, because I don't know. It's just the movie, the placement of it just seems kind of weird, because it's not a summer blockbuster. It's just a name that people recognize.
I am looking forward to seeing...
It's not like Mad Max or Pitch Perfect 2.
People don't know if they really want to like Mad Max because it's a good movie or because it's a great... if it's female propaganda that it's just so strong with its message. It's weird.
Propaganda?
Feminist, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because it does really have a strong message and it does it really well. To where it's not like, you know, completely dicks to one side.
Yeah. As long as it's not that.
It's not like a double-sided argument.
Yeah. It's not like where you... Like, man, men can't do anything and women do everything. I don't know.
I am looking forward to seeing Tomorrowland, which I hope to see that sometime this week.
Okay.
Because that looks like a really good movie.
Yeah. I've heard it's not bad. I'm wanting to see it too, but
I haven't heard anything about it. I refuse to watch any reviews because I'm scared of what people might say about it.
Nothing's really negative, or at least I don't think they're negative. It's all pretty positive, from what I understand. Plus, I mean, it's Brad Bird. I'll watch that movie.
Good.
There's nothing that's come out recently that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the movies.
Well, Avengers.
Yeah, and I did see that, and I enjoyed it. But I'm talking about, like, besides that, like, when is the next big summer movie supposed to hit?
Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, is that? Yeah, that is. So that's probably what I'm gonna see. And then what's the other one?
There was one other one. What are we forgetting?
Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is coming out, which I may or may not see. By the way, did you watch the Nostalgia Critic review on that movie?
On Fantastic Four, the original one that came out?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Did he just recently do it?
Yeah, he did it like this past week, or like last week.
I'm assuming he tore that movie to pieces.
Yeah. It's like, there's nothing happening for a good hour of that movie, is what he said. Which, in truth, there's not. I wonder if he's going to do the sequel, though. Because, boy, do I hate those movies.
Here comes the destroyer of worlds. He's just a giant cloud.
Yeah. That happened. And then they were talking about it. It was like, with the new Fantastic Four movie coming out, it's probably going to suck.
Well, let's talk about comics. I don't know if you know anything about anything recently.
No.
We have the Secret Wars.
Again?
Yeah, pretty much. The multiverse is destroyed. There's only 2 multiverses left. That's the Ultimate Universe and then the original universe.
Okay. And Marvel hasn't rebooted, so why are they doing this again?
Everyone's gonna die.
Why? Are they gonna do a 52 thing like DC did? Because that sounds like a dumb idea.
Everyone's gonna die, and they say the Silver Surfer is going to rebuild the Marvel Universe.
Okay.
And there will still be a woman Thor, even after it's rebuilt.
Okay. Is Doc Ock still going to be Spider-Man, or is that something else? Because last I heard about Spider-Man, that happened.
Peter Parker's Spider-Man again.
Oh. When did that happen? I thought he was dead. I just hear things.
That's a different explanation for another time.
Okay.
But Peter Parker's still Spider-Man. What's funny is because since the 2 multiverses worlds are about to crash against each other.
Oh. So is it like another Secret Wars, or is it just...
Yeah, it's another Secret Wars.
Okay. Are they going to bring
And so
back...
Miles Morales is going to die too, so like, even all the people all the people, because it's the Ultimate Universe. All the people from the Ultimate Universe are going to die, and all the people from the universe, the regular Marvel Universe, is just going to die.
But they're going to know about each other, so it's essentially just a crossover.
Yeah. It's a crossover, but everybody's going to die.
That's pretty neat.
Like, I think Captain America and Iron Man are already killing each other.
Well,
so
it's so odd. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. Now they released that they were going to kill everyone. Or something
like that. This big press conference.
Really?
They're talking about it. They're like, "What's going to happen?"
Why
Literally, the first words out of the judge's mouth, the panel's mouth, was, "Everyone's going to die." Will Miles Morales still live? Everyone's going to die.
Why would you say that, though? That sounds like a big spoiler throughout the whole thing. Though I guess it's better to tell people now than have them read it and be like, well, there goes another one. You know, like X-Men 3. I'm not saying that movie is bad because it killed a whole lot of people. I'm just saying that it happened in that movie.
And they had to do a reset just to fix it.
Yes. Are literally like so they're dying, but they're all coming back because of Surfer or what?
Yeah, Silver Surfer. I don't know I don't know what exactly is because the build up to
how does he survive?
I don't know. You
and if he lives, then that means that that he's the one to survive, and that doesn't mean that everybody's gonna die.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
So
know what. I don't know.
Lying to us.
I don't know. That's what they said though. Everybody's gonna die, and Silver Surfer will rebuild the universe.
It's so odd.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know that much. I'd like to explain to you what's going on, but
Are they gonna introduce another symbiote like they did in the first Secret Wars? 'Cause I think that would be interesting.
I don't know.
Is Venom, like the new Venom, is he a part of the Ultimate Universe or the original?
Original.
Okay.
Agent Venom.
Because I know that does he have the symbiote?
Who?
Flash Thompson right now?
Yeah.
As Venom?
Yeah.
That's odd. So I heard he was a soldier. I just didn't know if he had a symbiote or if he was just taking that name.
Nope. He's got the Venom symbiote.
Okay.
Literally, they're a perfect match for each other, so he can actually control it.
Interesting. Does the Ultimate Universe have a Venom?
I think so.
Is he a good guy?
No, I don't know.
Probably should read.
But yeah, like, if you're going to try to catch up on the Secret Wars now, there's a lot of explanation of it.
I know.
You got the Illuminati, Captain America gaining his memories back, Doctor Doom creating his own cult.
When he dies, does that mean that when he comes back, he's going to come back as Captain America, or is he still going to be old Steve Rogers? Because I know he's not Captain right now, because Serum wore off and Falcon took over.
I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know what's going to happen. As far as I know, Secret Wars kills everybody, and then Silver Surfer rebuilds the universe. And who knows what's going to happen after that.
That brings up an interesting point. With the whole Marvel universe or whatever, and they have now the rights to Spider-Man that they're borrowing from Sony. Do you think that during the Infinity War, that's where the symbiote's going to get introduced in the black suit? Or do you think that they'll wait until later to do that?
I don't know. Anything could happen at this point now that they got the license.
Yeah.
I mean, plus we got Civil War coming up, which was another thing that they were building up in Avengers.
He's getting close to casted, by the by. Is the new Spider-Man. He's going to be played by, or they're looking at the guy who played Ender's Game. I haven't seen a movie that this kid's been in, so I have no...
I still haven't seen Ender's Game.
I haven't seen Ender's Game or Hugo, which was apparently the two big things that he did.
All I know is...
Yeah.
Ender's Game, they make him believe that it's a game that he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
And he just destroys an entire race without even knowing.
Harrison Ford, there to growl.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much all I got. We got a trailer for the new Steve Jobs movie.
Oh yeah, did people hate the Ashton Kutcher one that much?
No. The problem was that both of those movies were in production at the same time. So we knew that this new one was coming. This has nothing to do with the success of the Ashton Kutcher one.
Well, because people were like, "Oh, well, thank God," because Ashton Kutcher one was so bad, and I'm just like, "Was it?" I was like, "I didn't think it was that bad."
I didn't watch it. I just yeah.
I was just like, okay. I mean, like, it wasn't that bad, and I'm like,
I just know that 3 of them came out, or 3 of them were in production. There was the Ashton Kutcher one, this one, and then the Funny or Die one, which I've actually seen.
I mean, it's just so stupid, and I'm just like, yeah, Steve Jobs lived a life. He made a lot of cool stuff. I'm like...
Yeah, but this isn't going to be like a biopic thing.
What is
the way the movie's going to be structured is just going to be 3 30-minute, like, segments of, like, developing things.
Yay!
I don't know. It could be good.
I don't know.
I'll see anything with Michael Fassbender in it. So
the only reason I saw the Jobs one with Ashton Kutcher was just because I was curious, and then I was bored,
okay.
And then I just kind of like finished the movie out of obligation.
So it's not very good.
It's not that it wasn't very good. It's just I don't like those type of movies. What? I mean, like, it's not like the guy died that long ago.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, all of his inventions are still relevant. So, I mean, Apple's going to be around forever. You know, how about this movie come out in, like, 50 years when people forgot about who Steve Jobs was?
Why?
Because that's when it's nice to have a refresher.
I mean, but biopics aren't necessarily refreshers.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple. The one that recently came out, was it Stephen Hawking one?
The theory
Do you
about
think
everything.
that's relevant, or
If you know who Stephen Hawking is and you know nothing about him, yeah, maybe.
I don't. So.
I mean, it's a good chance to get a look at the guy, but
But you're saying that like they're doing this solely because he died recently?
yeah,
The whole Steve Jobs thing?
yeah.
That's
They're doing
probably
it. They're
true.
doing it because they can now. They're doing it because they can, for no other reason.
That's probably true. But I mean, it's I have nothing to argue with that.
Thank you. I was like, you're not gonna win this one.
Fuck. Well, I mean,
It was a nice try, though. I know you were trying to be
Yeah.
devil's advocate over
Bill
here.
Gates needs his own movie before Steve Jobs gets his, I think.
Why?
Why not?
Fuck Bill Gates.
Hey,
I fucking made
the
you.
Xbox is amazing. I was just playing it when you came in.
Hey, if it wasn't him, somebody else would have figured it out.
But still Bill Gates, and he has a lot of money too. But like I said, I'll watch anything with Michael Fassbender in it. So
But I mean,
I might just watch all three of these movies just to compare them, because they're
And isn't Bill
they're
Gates-
all different, which is the thing. They all came out around the same time, but they're all different. Like just Jobs with Ashton Kutcher was like the straight up biopic. The Funny or Die one was a parody of that, which is hilarious because Justin Long plays him. And there's a scene where he's like watching Jeepers Creepers.
I love that movie.
And he's like, I fucking hate that movie.
Why?
It's so boring, that thing.
Why? No.
It is.
Get out.
Nothing happens.
You're grounded. Go home.
This is my house.
No, it's not. This
Leave.
is my house. Get out. No, I love that movie.
That
The second
movie-
one's questionable. But no,
At least shit was going on in the second one. Nothing happened in the first movie.
no, it was build up.
There was no build
It
up.
was build up.
Nothing happened. They got thrown off the road by some guy on a truck, and then an hour fucking later, they find this witch woman, and then 5 minutes after that, the thing turns into a bat creature that flies off. What the hell was that movie? It was bullshit. God damn it.
He is a
At least
statue
the
of.
second one was entertaining.
Hey, he is a statue of horror now. Okay.
No, he's not.
He is up with the greats.
What's his name?
Jeepers Creepers.
That's not. Fuck you.
He doesn't really have a name. He's just
He's
like
not doing anything.
he's the
in that
creature.
fucking movie.
Hey.
Granted, I'm not saying that the second one's any good. I'm just saying it was entertaining.
Hey.
Almost
Good movie.
comedically.
The first one was a good movie.
It's not.
Get out.
There's nothing that happens in that fucking movie. I was so bored watching that piece of shit.
Hey, it could be the Babadook.
Babadook.
Yes.
I saw that movie.
That was a piece of shit.
It wasn't. I liked it. It wasn't really that scary, but I liked it.
I thought it was a piece of shit.
Why?
Just didn't like it. Too boring. That literally had nothing happening into it.
That's not true. I'll say the movie is saved because of that whole exorcism thing. Like when she gets possessed and kills the dog. By the way, spoilers for the Babadook.
Good job.
Granted, I called the dog's death immediately when I saw the damn thing.
Look, like there's like,
Cause,
here's funny thing about dogs in like media. Okay, I gotta explain this
okay.
because it's really funny. When you see a dog in a movie, you know, your first instinct in the horror movie is like, don't kill him. I love the dog. Don't kill him.
Yeah.
And then your second instinct is,
always kill
what
the dog.
about Boomer? Boomer lives. That is your second expression when you see a dog in the show. But in video games, where you have the option to kill a dog.
Yeah, that's true. You always kill the fucking dog. Then again, dogs are little assholes in video games.
Like, dude, it was so hilarious because I'm playing this game called the Life is Strange, and I usually don't kill a dog for no reason, especially when a dog is literally just protecting its territory. Like, I won't do it out of, like, I know, like, there's some good loot behind that dog there, and it's like, but I can't do it. Like, in this game, the Life is Strange, it's like a story episodic game where your choices are dialogue, and whatever you choose will be how the game develops.
Right. Mass Effect?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, like, I was playing the third episode, and it's just hilarious, because like your option is to throw this bone into the street or to throw it over to the parking lot. If you throw it into the street, you kill the dog.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I could kill this dog, and I have to worry only about his owner, who's a psychotic asshole who wants to kill me. Can't do it. I just threw the bone.
Okay.
I was like, I know this is going to come back and bite me in the ass later. I know that dog is, like, going to attack me at some point.
Yeah. I mean, because I just was playing Dr. Muto, and they have, like, robotic dogs, and those things are annoying as hell. Because they have freaking saws that come out of their mouths, and they'll fucking kill you. Like, God damn it.
No, but, like, it's funny, because, like, in the second episode of that game, the second episode I played, I tried to kill the owner. Because in the game they were like messing around with a gun that they had, just shooting shit. And this guy comes out and he pulls a knife on one of your friends, and it's like, option, shoot or don't shoot. And I'm like, fucking shoot this motherfucker. He's gonna come back and kill my ass. Yeah. So I'm just like,
it's like
a dead bullet, and I'm
shit.
like, out of pure responsibility, I do not go back in these games and just change my option. I want to just see what happens if I pick one choice throughout the entire time. Because in this game, you can rewind time and rechange your choice. Oh. But as soon as I shot the bullet, and I'm like... And he, like, turns to me, and I'm like, don't hurt me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll remember you as the girl who tried to almost kill me, and he walked away, and I'm like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was the wrong choice.
But anyway, I didn't think the Babadook was that bad. They at least had some creepy imagery to keep me entertained. There was nothing in freaking Jeepers Creepers. Everything was fucking dark in that movie.
Go to hell. Jeepers Creepers is awesome.
No, it's not.
Yes,
the movie is bullshit.
No.
Movie is bullshit. So, also Michael Fassbender is going to play Macbeth. It comes out in October, and I'm super excited. Hooray! Again, I'll watch anything with Michael Fassbender in it.
Wasn't there some new news about Power Rangers movie? Didn't they get like a poster?
Yeah, no, they didn't. So the movie's been delayed.
Oh, that's what it is.
Until January 2017.
It's been delayed.
I'm horrified by this news because, I mean, I get it if you want to delay the movie. But I'm pretty sure that they put January there not knowing what it would be. Because, I mean, January is... Not a lot of movies come out... Not a lot of good movies come out in January. Those are the movies that studios put... That is the month where studios put movies that they don't believe in. So I'm horrified by that concept.
You think that
But I still think it'll be good. Partly because, I mean... Hey, it's not a Nickelodeon production... So we have that. The last two Nickelodeon production movies I saw were just terrible.
What movies did you see from Nickelodeon?
The
TMNT.
Yeah, TMNT and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh God!
It's really funny to watch them try to sell that movie when they air it on TV.
When I went and watched,
it's really
when I watched that movie and they're like, "Here's the Earthbender prison." I'm like, you're surrounded by Earth.
Yeah.
You're Earth.
I'm
benders.
short and stout. That made me laugh.
I love the Nostalgia Critics review on it. He goes, why does it take them so long to do their bending? He goes, if they wanted to be the opening more logical, they should have done this.
Have you seen the fucking... have you seen the Everything Wrong With... for that movie? It's really goddamn funny. And at the end of it, he just adds more points for every time they do unnecessary, like, bending bullshit. It takes forever.
Oh my God. Did he take off for, like, every long time it took it to do a fucking bend.
Yeah. It was pretty goddamn funny. Yeah. But that, I mean...
Did he also mention how they so thought that they were going to get a sequel?
Yeah.
They so thought they were.
Man, I'm... So, my experience... my motivation for watching that movie came from when I found out that the Nostalgia Critic was going to review it. I was like, well, shit, if he's going to do that, I need to watch this whole show before I see this movie. So I spent weeks watching everything. It was amazing.
Best show ever.
Fucking, the finale was awesome. I was so happy because the version that I watched was like a full 90-minute, just all episodes of the finale in full. And so I watched it that day, and then I was like, well, that was awesome. Now I gotta watch a shit movie for an hour and a half, which I found on YouTube for free. I'm super happy about that, because if I'd have had to pay for that fucking movie, I would have stopped watching it. Honest to God. And I rage quit like 5 times watching that goddamn movie.
What was the first one?
The Name.
The Name?
Actually, it was right at the beginning of the movie when they start talking. Sokka and Katara. As soon as they open their mouths and start speaking, I was like, ah, shit, this is going to be awful, isn't it? And then when when they mispronounce, well, when they were like, we have a test to see that you're the Avatar or whatever, and I'm thinking, oh, they're going to do the toy thing like in the show. They didn't do the toy thing. They did some elemental bullshit, which I was like, fuck you. I had to stop watching again while that happened, and then they got the name wrong, which I had to stop again while that happened. And then I stopped when
I'm surprised
Uncle went crazy with the fire.
I'm surprised you didn't stop when they fucking got like Sokka's character completely wrong.
Yeah, it was a tough.
I was like,
sit,
when I fucking like heard
I was so pissed off.
Like I'm like, oh, he's a funny guy. I was telling my dad, and then we're like watching. I'm like,
tell a joke. Yeah, it's terrible. Did you watch it in theaters? Okay, thank God. I'm so happy I didn't pay for that movie, man.
No, I didn't watch it in theaters. But I mean,
terrible. And like, it was so bad. I got so angry that by the time the movie was over, like during the credits, I was crying because it was finally over.
Like I was like,
oh, thank God.
The movie, I got up and then I went to my room and I'm just like, I'm tired.
Yeah. The movie is an hour and a half long. Felt like 3 hours.
But literally, it seems like he did not watch this series at all.
Well, what's weird is that like he takes like specific scenes and he'll do those scenes exactly the way they are in the show, but there's no context for them, so they just come out of nowhere. They feel like they come out of nowhere.
I know, like the whole thing where he saves Aang from the prison and shit.
Yeah.
That one was like they didn't explain that at all. And
I was so confused, and then
I had to explain to my dad why he saved him. And
they had a fucking line that was in there in the middle of that fight that made no goddamn sense because it was in the episode, but there was no context for it. Like, why would he say something like that? It was so stupid.
I had to explain to my dad about so many things.
I think that might be the worst movie I've ever seen. It's between that and Halloween 2. Because Halloween 2 pissed me off. And I actually did rage quit that movie. Right at the very end, though. Oh, God. But anyway, back to Power Rangers. There was apparently some concept art leaked online. Mm-hmm. Did you see any of that?
Mm-mm.
I took a look at it, and apparently, according to Zebon, it's not real.
Not real.
Yeah, it's not real. Which, I don't know if it is. My biggest thing about it is that, like, in the concept art, they say that, like, the Zords, in addition to merging together to form the Megazord, they also have different modes. So they can transform and change into things. Like, I saw in the concept art images, I saw the Tyrannosaurus can change into like a helicopter, which I thought was odd. The pterodactyl I don't think actually looks that bad.
Pterodactyl,
yeah.
Saber-tooth tiger, Tyrannosaurus.
It's not. You missed one. Yeah. You poor sad bastard.
No.
That's not. Man.
They can't see me abuse you on.
I was watching Pleasantville last night, and I freaking saw we were watching that movie, and there's like a character that comes in. I looked at him, and was like, that looks really familiar. Why does that guy look so familiar? And then it turns out, I don't know. Maybe he's a Power Ranger. Like, I gotta check this out. And so
He's a Power Ranger.
I look it up, and I'm like, oh, 1998, fucking in space. Oh, shit! It was Zane, the Silver Ranger. But he wasn't blonde, which is why I didn't recognize him.
He didn't have his blonde gold.
And I was like, fuck. God damn it, he was a Power Ranger. And then he's like, yeah, man, I knew that before you did. Man, you're not, you're a triple F. A fake fucking fan. And I was like, fuck you. And we played Scrabble. And he pissed me off.
You failed.
Nah.
It's okay.
But that happened, so. That movie, I'm waiting to see the trailer. Hopefully we'll hear some casting news, unless Saban wants to keep that under wraps. I'm super excited, though, that this is a Lionsgate production and not a Nickelodeon thing. And you can kind of see it because there was a DVD release for like the end for like one of the suit packs for Super Mega Force, and in that trailer for the DVD, it's the most movie thing I've ever seen. It's so awesome, even though that season is not very good. But hey, it's not worse than Overdrive. You want to see how bad that movie is? I got about as angry watching that movie as I did watching Airbender.
I've already gotten to RPM.
I haven't gotten that far. I've only gotten 4 episodes. I'm so confused as to what's happening. Because I'm like, okay, so there's a dome. Ranger suits are prototypes, which I thought is interesting. So that means that they're like the first Power Rangers ever. Which is cool. Black Ranger is the main focus. His suit's pretty badass.
Wait till you get to the 6th and 7th Ranger.
The Megazord, while initially goofy, has grown on me.
How'd you like their search for the Green Ranger?
That was pretty good. That whole thing panned out about as well as I thought it would. I don't know how I feel about Ziggy being a Ranger, though. Like, me and my brother were watching it together, and he was like, yeah, this seems kind of odd. It's like if you gave Skull a Ranger powers.
I think that was kind of the point, though. You know?
It's like, yeah.
He wasn't meant to be the Ranger.
We'll see. But, like, as try as I might, like, I can't hate Dylan no matter how hard I try. He's such a dick to everybody. But, man, if he's not super cool... And Ziggy is also in that boat. Like, he's kind of annoying. He kind of lives on that line of where he's kind of annoying, but he doesn't go too far with it. So he's fun to watch.
But, you know, that's what I think they were kind of going. You know, he's not meant to be the Ranger. He just ended up getting stuck with it.
Yeah.
Because once you've, like, bonded yourself with it, you can't. Nobody else can be the Green Ranger.
I want to say this is like the 3rd time they've done that. Bonded with their morphers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, you can make a case for RP or for MMVR because that's how they work. But there wasn't this whole bonding thing like it is in. It's that way in Time Force and Dino Thunder. It's pretty good. I will say though, after watching the first episode of RPM, had I seen that show before watching Dino Thunder, I would have liked the first episode. I wouldn't have been as confused with the first episode.
So, I got an anime.
Surge. Really?
I got an anime everybody could talk about.
What is it?
Or everybody needs to be watching, as a matter of fact.
What is it?
It is called My Love Story. It's on Crunchyroll. I think in Japanese it's like Otogawari or something like that. It is the best thing I have ever seen. That's
not true.
One of the best shows of this year I've seen.
Okay, this year, yeah. For right now.
For right now. Not wait till summer starts when Digimon Try and Attack on Titan and everything else comes out. I'll have like 3 other favorite new shows, but the show you guys need to be watching right now is this show. It's like it follows this bigger, uglier looking guy. He's like really tall, really wide, strong though, and like he's got a kind heart. Okay. He's like gets heartbroken a lot, and then
ow,
sorry. And he has his best friend who's like the really good looking guy, you know, that everybody really likes and whatnot. Okay. And they praise him a lot, and everybody always tries to date him, and he always turns them down. and I'll get back to that here in a sec. But spoilers, but really go watch the show. But if anybody's been watching the show, what's really interesting about the show is that on the subway, he sees this girl getting groped, stops the guy, and like literally takes him to prison, and then like as soon as he gets to the police station, punches the guy in the face.
Damn.
Yeah. And so the girl falls in love with him because she thinks he's really cool. So like the first 2 episodes are her trying to get him alone. He thinks that she wants to date his friend.
Okay.
And in the show, he says a lot in the first 3 episodes, like, I don't know why we're friends. He goes, but we hang out with him. So he's not too sure why. He always hangs out with him. And so as the show progresses, his good-looking friend like ends up playing a trick on her and just like getting her to admit that she likes him. And so they confessed, and then like they started going out. And like the whole thing with the confession was really funny because you got good-looking friend. He says to him, he goes, you know, you have poor taste in women. He goes, all those women that you like that have asked me out, he goes, they make fun of you. He turns them down because they make fun of his friend.
Oh, okay.
So it's really interesting. It proves like how much of a friend he really sees him as. And so it's really interesting. There's even this one episode like she introduces the bigger guy to all her friends, and they make fun of him. And so she feels real bad. And then all of a sudden this building catches on fire, and he rescues all of them. Like, the show is just really good in the way it presents itself.
Well, I mean, has nothing to do with space, demons, magic, or any of that crap, so I'm not going to watch it just purely based on that, because anime, they're only good when they're based on magic or alien.
Get out of this house.
I'm being a character, if you didn't realize that.
Screw you. Get out of this house.
Anime fan. Disgruntled anime fan.
But it's a really good
It sounds good, yeah.
It really is. It's really done well. The animation is real beautiful. Which, of course, it has to be. Someone really good has to be on this.
Yeah.
So it works really well.
That's pretty good.
Something everybody needs to check out. Another interesting anime. I know I talked to you about it, but not very much. It's called Assassination Classroom.
Okay.
Okay, so synopsis. There's this yellow tentacled monster thing.
See, that's more like it.
And he destroys half of the moon.
As you do in anime.
And so...
I really shouldn't have said that.
And so
spoilers.
He told the government...
for something we're not talking about.
He told the government that he'd give them a chance to kill him, but he wants to teach a certain classroom called Class E at this certain high school.
Okay.
Class E apparently in this high school is like the school that looks down on Class E. They're not allowed to eat their lunch at school, at the school ground. They're not even allowed to be on campus. Their class is literally across like 3 valleys. And if anytime that the school holds a meeting, they have to walk all the way from Class E to that meeting and come there last. And everybody gets to be mean to them, pick on them, and anything. So this teacher suddenly wants to teach this class, and his conditions are: no government can attack him, the class can assassinate him in any sort of way that they can, but he is not allowed to physically hurt any of the students or touch them. So keep in mind, this yellow space creature can move at Mach 20.
I've watched Speed Racer. I haven't seen Speed Racer. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's really, really fast. So let me just say, as you're describing
faster
this,
than like 300 jets put together.
Damn, that's pretty fast.
And so all these group of students are trying to assassinate this one creature.
Wow.
Who's not an alien. He says he's human, 100% human.
Okay.
So they haven't given much backstory on him, and so out of pure humor, since they can't kill him because he's so fast, they can't actually land a bullet or a knife on him. His name is Kuro Sensei. Impossible.
Oh, okay.
Impossible. Because he won't give them their real names, so they call him Impossible Sensei.
Okay. Let me just say, as you're describing this sounds like an episode of Hoichi High School Battle. It's what it sounds like to me.
Oh man, but it's really interesting, and like
I will check it out.
Students are like learning to become assassins.
I really should write these down because
like these students
you gave me that list, and I still haven't made any headway on it. But I did watch No Game No Life, so there's that. Fucking love that show.
Yeah, so these students are learning to become assassins and learning his weakness, and like the show's really been funny so far, but just recently the show took a 180 on something. Like, they tried to do a full-on assassination on him, and it was going so perfectly well. But he has one move that they can't figure out how to beat now. He literally can turn himself into a small ball like that. And outside is just a crystal ball that's unbreakable.
Damn.
So, cool. And then now they got actual other assassins targeting the students. There's this whole fight going on. It's really good. It's gotten even better now. I'm like, okay, so we're not going to stick to the humor stuff anymore, huh?
Assassination Classroom.
Assassination Classroom.
It's on
Hulu.
I'll check it. Oh, good. I'll check it out. Whenever I have time to watch Hulu again, I will check that out. Watched all of Steven Universe on Hulu. That show was great.
Last anime.
It's very depressing, that thing.
Last anime before I go. It's called Love Chubino. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
You're probably not.
No. And Other Delusions.
Okay.
Chunibo. Well, fuck the name. Is basically
I don't know if it's chick.
Is basically people who are in high school who, you know how in your imagination, like, you have a sword and you're fighting other monsters from a different universe?
Yeah,
and that happens all the time. And you see, like, actual LARPers outside of school and shit.
I've never seen actual LARPers outside of school. I've seen LARPers.
Just imagine LARPers, but never coming out of their delusion. They're like that 24/7.
Oh,
and believe that there's another universe and shit like that.
That's pretty great.
And so this show follows a character who just like got out of that phase and is trying to be a normal guy. And then this girl comes along and she is delusional like that. She wears an eye patch with a contact that has like a different color. So one eye's like blue and the other one's like yellow gold and shit. And like it's so amazing because in her imagination, her umbrella is like this giant ass weapon of destruction. But like it switches from her point of view to his point of view a lot, and like all you see is an umbrella just swung around like this, and then like the animation goes back to her where it's like explosions and shit.
That's pretty great.
And like it's hilarious, and I'm like, I love it because when she references the guy's Chunibo name, which is Dark Flame Master, what he used to be called. He gets like those embarrassing moments where he's like, no, don't talk about it, and it like works so well.
Man,
this show is like hilarious.
That sounds like everything I loved about Scott Pilgrim.
Like, and then like this show is like, this is everything that has to do with life.
Yeah. You're gonna have to write that one down for me. You can write these down because I still have the list. It's in my room.
Like, let me just show you a clip from this.
I didn't get to watch that episode of Steven Universe, by the way, the one with the clip that you showed. But the stuff that I have
because it's like it was his first season finale.
The Lion trilogy is depressing.
Oh, I know, especially the third one.
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck you," and your sad nature. I love when Lars comes in, and Steven and that other chick are just sitting there crying. He's like, "What the hell happened in here?" That was sad too, by the way. Lars is such a dick.
That is exactly what it is.
That's pretty great.
Like, in their minds, that is what they see.
Yeah, I've been there.
God, I will pretend that I did that as a child and only a child. Never in the future.
Never yesterday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, do you have anything else?
Not really, we're out of time.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't that nice? Well,
that's it for the Power Chamber Podcast, episode 3465.
yes.
If you haven't watched us yet, go back and watch all other 3,644.
Minus the... what number you said? Plus 5. Actually, I think we've done like 13 of these now. I don't fucking know. This might be the 15th one. I don't know. It's weird. Numbers are weird.
Weird.
By the way, people, watch Ninjago. If you don't, it's pretty great. You should watch that show. It's on Netflix. You can watch it.
You can find me on Twitter at MyFriendsIHate. Tweet me about movies and what you guys saw, and let me know how your summer's going. Also, let me know if you guys are going to VidCon, because I would love to collab with some people. Maybe just make some new friends and go out and party all night long and stuff. You can also find me on YouTube at MyFriendsIHate, all one word, where I make videos of what you should be watching in movie, TV, and anime. I had recently just made a music video for class.
It's pretty good.
So go check that out and go laugh at Daniel and Caitlin for their awful dance moves that I had to teach them. Behind the scenes should be up tomorrow.
Okay.
Either tonight or tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
And then besides that, which for y'all guys, when I say tonight or tomorrow, that's either Sunday or Monday.
Words. This is not going to be out before then.
Yeah. So
if you're listening to this,
if you're listening to this, then the bloopers are already out. So go watch them.
Yeah.
So, and then other than that, I am going to VidCon, like I said, and then I have no other summer plans. Nick?
Well, I'm Nick, aka IronBet1993 on the YouTube and Twitter, as I said at the beginning. Hopefully, we'll have the next Ninjago review by the time you're listening to this. Had a whole bunch of stuff with moving happen recently, so that's why my video output has been kind of lax. Also, the place I'm living right now doesn't have internet. You guys are just gonna have to deal with that for the time being, but I will work on it. By the way, again, seriously, if you're not watching Ninjago, go ahead and watch it because it's pretty great. And I'm also going to be Dallas Comic-Con next week. So we're actually going to be recording from a hotel room there. You won't be there, but me and my brother will. I ship Andy because he paid me to say that.
I ship Andy.
So we're going to...
What the fuck?
I ship Andy, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we're going to do that. And hopefully I'll be able to film a whole lot of stuff. Supposed to be a good chunk of people there, so I'll definitely...
Hey, be sure to get those cosplayers, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're thinking about doing a cosplay. Well, we don't know what we can get done within the course of a week. Because we're leaving on Thursday.
Hey, give me that footage, though.
I will. What footage?
Of all the cosplayers.
Yeah, sure.
I'll edit it for you.
I will definitely film everything there. Hopefully. I'm going to put all the stuff that's already on my camera on my computer so that I can smooth stuff. Also hoping to have a new computer next month. So here's to that. Anyways,
guys, thanks for listening in. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
It's okay. See what I can talk about while you try to remember.
It doesn't matter. I do want to say, though, I will be introducing hopefully some new YouTubers through the podcast for you guys people to go watch. Because I have been in contact with some people. And so I'll give them some shout-outs some other time. But until then, I'll see you mons next time.
May the power protect you.